Hi guys, my name is Amanda. I'm 21. I live in Texas, and I am of course a Twilighter. So I want to talk about a few of my other fandoms because this is a Twilight channel, and I want to give my other fandoms the first shot. My oldest fandom and the greatest by far is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Fell in love with that show in 1999, and Buffy is just the show that got it right. Yeah, they made mistakes, but when other shows make me think that nothing in the world can ever be a perfect fandom, I go back to Buffy. And then the OC is amazing. Thank you so much to Heather for getting me into it and letting me borrow her first 2 seasons before I bought them myself. Josh Schwartz is just incredible, which brings me to my next fandom, Gossip Girl. I love Chuck and Blair. I hate Dan and Vanessa. I wish that they would go suck on a lemon and die. But anyways, now how I got into Twilight is complicated, but I'm going to try to keep it quick. My stepmother bought me the book, and then I read a couple of chapters, but then it ended up getting packed away for about 5 months. I found it, read it in one sitting, wanted New Moon so bad because of the teaser chapter at the end. And then about 3 months later, my aunt and my cousins went out of town for about a week. Now, I don't drive. I was only working 3 hours a day at that point, so I had a lot of extra time to fill. So I went to Walmart and bought New Moon because I was like, I'm not paying $20 for Eclipse. Went back the next day. I bought it because I finished New Moon that night. It took me about a month and a half before I got Breaking Dawn, but I read it in about a day and a half and fell in love with it. I've now read the series about 3 times total. These books just don't get old. And I think every time you read it, you find something that you didn't know was there before. Okay, but anyways, time for the questions. Just kind of let y'all know where I stand on things. Y'all can answer these if you want to, or not. Doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do. Definitely Bella Swan. Because I cry when I get mad. I love vampires. I don't have the aversion most people do. Ever since I was 7 or 8, I've been completely obsessed with vampires. Anything I can read or get my hands on, I'm reading or watching. And then of course, I'm a klutz. The other day I was riding my bike on the sidewalk, nearly ran into a mailbox because I was looking at a van that was for sale on the side of the road. Yeah. My mom was like, I can just see you now. How'd you break your arm? Oh, I ran into a mailbox. Okay, so my favorite minor character and favorite minor couple, Angela Weber and Ben and Angela. I love Angela. I think she is such a sweet character. And I really wish that she had been able to be in Breaking Dawn somehow. Wish Stephanie could have brought her into it. And Ben and Angela is just so sweet. I love the way that they got together. And then my favorite character that other people dislike. Most definitely Rosalie Hale. The first time you read the book, you're not going to like her because you don't see where she's coming from. The second time around, I was like, okay, yeah, I get where she's coming from. Still don't really care for her. The third time, I just love her. I think she is a very selfish person, but I also feel like she's very sweet. And people that are like, oh, well, she just wanted Renesmee in Breaking Dawn. She didn't care about Bella. I don't buy that. I honestly do not believe that Rosalie ever thought Bella was going to die. I thought that she truly believed they would be able to get the baby out. And if if it wasn't for Bella's klutziness, they would have been able to. But anyways, and then, okay, movie time. I cannot wait for the movie. The TV spots have been coming on. I've seen 3 of them. I've seen the other 2 online, but I've seen 3 of them on TV. 3! And the first time it came on, my cousin was like, God, Amanda, shut up. Because I was over there going, ah! I was like, oh my God, it's Twilight. My cousin didn't like me very much that night. But then the next times I've been able to keep myself quiet because I want to hear what they're saying. Because the first one I saw was the one it's the Port Angela scene where he goes, get in the car. And then he goes, I'm very protective of you. And I was like, what did he say? I haven't seen those scenes before and I missed it. So from now on, I keep my mouth shut so I can see. so I can read. But I'm very excited about the movie. I do think they're going to do a very good job with it. Personally, I feel that the cast is perfect. Every character is like so spot on, and I'm really excited in Nikki Reed in it and being directed by Catherine Hardwicke, because 13 was incredible. I love Nikki Reed to death. She was even on the OC and I loved her. I think she's an excellent actress, and I really think she's going to do a great Rosalie. And I'm so excited Catherine Hardwicke, because I love her direction. So I think it's going to be really good. Matter of fact, most books and the movies, you know, I always have complaints about the cast. They are not going to be good. They're not going to do what or, you know, their hair's not right. Or, you know, just, I mean, or they completely changed that. Twilight, actually, from what the clips I've seen, it looks like it is going to be very close to the book. And the cast is perfect. The only complaint I have is about Alice's hair not being spiked up. But I can get over that if the rest of it's perfect, like I think it's going to be. November 21st. Cannot get here quick enough. Okay, so then, next thing I want to talk about, the Midnight Sun Link. Now, I have two perspectives, reader and writer. My writer perspective is that I can't imagine how devastated Stephanie must be by this. I mean, just to write this story and have it be put out there before you're ready for it to be seen. I mean, I, for one, I know if I have too many people read my stories before I'm ready, I won't write anymore. So I've gotten to where I quit giving previews, really. And I do not let anybody know the ending anymore, because I did that with one of my stories, and that story is and will forever remain unfinished. As a reader, please, Stephanie, please finish it. Please, I'm begging you. I admit I was skeptic when my friend told me, oh, she's doing the series from Edward's point of view. I was like, huh, interesting, but wasn't sure how she could pull it off and make, I mean, you know, because, I mean, I'm aware there's things, I knew there were things that we didn't get to see, like his home life, him going to Alaska, you know, what he does because he can't sleep. I knew that all of that would be interesting to read, but at the same time, I was just kind of like, how is she going to make it fresh? The scenes that we've already seen. Well, she did it. I swear, reading the book, I'm sitting there going, or reading it online, I was going, what is Bella thinking? Bella seemed like a foreigner. She seemed like the stranger instead of Edward. Which is really cool, because in the back of my mind, I was like, oh, well, I know at this point she's thinking this. But at the same time, I was like, wow, what is she thinking? I need to know. I felt like I was really in Edward's shoes. Like, I had no idea what she was thinking. So that was really cool that Stephanie could make it that fresh. But yeah, Midnight Sun is amazing, and I really want more of it. I'm actually really disappointed in myself that I didn't hold off on reading it. But I went to go read the biology scene. I lasted 3 months without reading it, and I went to go read the biology scene and ended up reading all of it. It's a fantastic story, and I really hope Stephanie finishes it and publishes it and doesn't let what a few stupid people did ruin it for everybody. Okay, I want to do a quick YouTube shout out to Lawlicious Lolly, TryFan21, and NickMurray64. These lovely ladies are incredible parody writers. I love y'all so much. And now, okay, I just want to talk about my computer situation. Right now I don't have a computer, and we're not allowed to hook anything up to the library computer where I do get online. So I'm not sure how often I'm going to be able to post videos. We go to her friend Karen's every so often, but also my aunt's very stingy with her camera. She doesn't like me using it. I'm just doing this one because I offered to take it to my aunt's tonight and put pictures up. So I was like, because I wanted to put this up. I usually have an ulterior motive to things. I have songs that I've written. Right now I have about 6 or 7 written, and I've got 3 in progress that aren't going very well for me. But okay, well, that's really about all that I can think of, so bye guys.